Viven en un country. Andan en BMW para arriba. Los fines de semana se cogen a las mejores minas. Morfan bien todos los días. El día anterior al partido durmieron tranquilamente en un hotel 5 estrellas y se rascaron la verga durante 24 horas sin hacer nada, jugando al ping-pong y al pool y a la play. Juegan al fútbol todos los días de su vida. Los botines, $6.000, $5.000, no sé cuánto salen, ponele 3.000 mangos, 4.000 mangos, están vendados por un kinesiólogo. Están bien comidos, están bien entrenados. Las medias, que son las que no te cortan la circulación, los pantaloncitos, que son los de los huevos, que no te raspan los huevos, la camiseta te estira la espalda, es la que no transpira, que sale 800 pesos, no sé cuánto sale una camiseta para jugar al fútbol. La pelota es perfecta, perfecta, 120 euros. Inflada con un barómetro a 8 bares, la cancha no tiene un solo pozo, el arco tiene 7 metros 20 por 2,40. Te aplauden cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, no sabés parar una pelota. Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda. Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está a 1 metro y haces así, se la pasas mal. Hijo de puta, eso me puede pasar a mí con esta panza. No hago.
Afternoon, my people. 2026, the first stream of 2026. I hope you guys had a great holiday. Do you know what I'm saying? And we hope that hopefully this year will bring us more success to the panelists, of course, and the chat. So yeah, Jezza, how was your holidays?
Yeah, it's great, man. Yeah, it was good. Really enjoyed it. Still eating the food we bought way too much.
Still eating turkey.
Yeah, it's got she's made turkey pies and God knows what else now. And I'm loving it all. And hope you guys had a great time as well. Nolski, big up, mate.
Big up to you guys. Happy New Year.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, man. And yeah, pretty good. So looking forward to the game today.
Let's go. Jam, how was your holidays?
Yeah, it was all right. Just, I see it more for the kids nowadays, you know. It's not the same, as I said to you backstage, it's not the same as when you were a kid yourself. It's all exciting and that, and Santa's coming, then you realise that he's not real. Sorry, any kids watching. But as long as my kids enjoy it and that. I'm a bit of a pause giver rather than a receiver. But we had good food and stuff, and kids
spent a lot of money.
I actually didn't this year. My missus did. My missus was the breadwinner this year. So she so I don't know if you know, I've got arthritis in my lower spine, and I'm in pain every day pretty much. Not just with Arsenal. Just, you know what I mean? my back's not very good. So but otherwise, it was all right. It was all right, mate. Cheers.
Nah, sweet, man, sweet. Big up BBK. Thanks for the super chat. Big up everyone in the chat as well. White Jump, Paris Mandem, Jalil, Akers, everybody in the chat as well. Hey, Norms, how was the holidays?
Yeah, family. Sort of had a relatively quiet Christmas until we went down to my sisters, and it was we had a bit of a laugh there, playing a bit of charades and all of that, you know. And then the New Year's Day, we had my sisters come over. My wife's sister come over. She's got a football team. Put it away. 9 kids. You know what I mean? It was a proper full house on New Year's Day, a long one as well. So I needed to sleep, mate, because it just catches up with you. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was a good Christmas, and look, we had a good result against Aston Villa second half. Today we go down to Bournemouth. I'm expecting us to win, but I'm not going to take them for granted. So let's go there, try and put a 7-point gap between us and City, and then see what they can do. You know what I mean? Chelsea in a bit of a quandary at the moment, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, other than that, I'm all good, man. All good. I mean, let's just get straight into it. We need to talk about the Aston Villa game for a little bit, right before we get into the Brighton game. I mean, Aston Villa game was basically 2 games. It was first half
where they could have killed us. Watkins misses again. It's crazy. When it comes to Watkins, I was speaking to Shane on his channel, and he was like Watkins, and I was like, I don't know what Watkins. Whenever it comes to Arsenal, he's not that deadly. I mean, he had the chance. They had a lot of chances, and I do think that Onana was not the move. But listen, man, it was 2 games. So the second half we came in, set piece to the rescue. Do you know what I'm saying? And then we got into the game. Then we started playing a little bit of football, which is understandable. And we've done it. We've been like this so far this season. As soon as we score that set piece goal, then we start, do you know what I'm saying, creating more and scoring because the other team doesn't play the low block and whatnot. But yeah, man, listen, I'm happy. Sunderland did us a favor. They defended the second half, the whole second half. Yeah. They just defended, didn't they? They had one shot on target the whole second half, and they did us a favor, bro. And I'm happy. Jez, how do you feel about the Aston Villa game? What was your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I think that was those results you just mentioned, the Man City game. How often do you see 4 games that are all draws? 1-1, 0-0, 0-0, 0-0. That's unbelievable. I can't remember the last time I ever saw that. Anyway, let's get into it. Yeah, it's good. Villa game. At least we didn't have to rely on an own goal to win the game, which is a positive, that's for sure. Yeah, first half, a little bit restrictive, a little bit dull. Settled into the game. Second half, came out, totally different team. Played with freedom. That was the difference. We played with freedom. And we know what this team can do when the shackles are off. They can play some decent stuff, score some decent goals. And for me, the best player on the park that day was Trossard. I know he didn't get man of the match, but I thought he played an excellent game. But at the end of the day, great win, beating them 4-1. Yeah, what's all this controversy about that Emery didn't wait to shake hands? Who gives a fuck about that? Right? Everybody's making a big drama out of it. Yeah, I've seen Wenger do that against Sir Alex Ferguson. I've seen Wenger do that against old
Mourinho, yeah.
It happens in football, and I don't give a shit. I like it, actually. I actually like it. It shows a
bit of spice, isn't it? A bit of spice.
Well, yeah, it shows
you little rebel, Jez.
You know what I'm saying? It's time some people need to man up about football. It's too woke now. It's a physical game. People get pissed off. Managers get pissed off. Players get pissed off. And at the end of the day, it was a good game in the second half. First half, I thought was slack. They had their opportunities, didn't take them. Great save by David Raya, by the way. And we move on down to Bournemouth today. That'd be an interesting game. So we'll see what happens, boys.
No, 100%, 100%. I mean, Jam, how do you feel about the Aston Villa game? I know you must have been happy, but overall, what was your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, the first half, we were lucky not to be 2-0 down, I thought. The way Onana was playing, I'm going to get into something in a minute. Way Onana was playing, running through the midfield, it's like midfield was non-existent in the first half. Yeah. And they were unlucky not to be two, maybe 3 up. But, in terms of Ollie Watkins, if he had his shooting boots on against Arsenal, because he scores a lot of goals against Arsenal, but he also misses a lot as well. If he took his chances, these easy ones that he misses, I think he'd have a record like Drogba used to have against us. I think he'd score all the time against us. But he does get a lot of goals against Arsenal for some reason. So, but I've got to give credit to Views because the second half I was more than happy with. I thought we were brilliant. I thought we dominated. Some of the goals were brilliant. The Jesus finish was absolutely outstanding. Trossard, the cutback, the touch, the finish was cold as ice. I mean, Trossard, I've got to just say, right, I was one of the ones saying at the start of the season, if Trossard went, I wouldn't be bothered. If Martinelli went, I wouldn't be bothered. Or if both of them went, I wouldn't be bothered. But I've got to say, Trossard has been outstanding this season. He's been brilliant. So I've got to give him credit. And I'll hold my hands up to that one. But Views did make a point that made me think, you know what, I think you're right. When Onana went off, that's when the game changed because he was dominating that midfield. And I think that allowed us to then play because he was absolutely bossing in midfield. So I'm not going to take credit for it. Views said it, and it made me think, you know what, I think you're right. So I think that's the reason, one of the reasons why we was able to be as good as we were in that second half. Odegaard had a good game. Give him that. He played all right, played well. Trossard was good. Raya made some really good saves, instinctive saves. Overall, defensively, I thought we were great. But, yeah, on to this one today. Today's really important, very important. Bournemouth haven't won a game in 10 games in all competitions.
Yeah.
So
they'll be struggling,
I'm expecting nothing but an Arsenal win today. Nothing
100%. 100%. Like
but
you should.
You've got to see that team lineup before I make any predictions.
Fair. Norms.
Yeah.
How was you feeling about the Aston Villa game?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, when stuff went around social media with Declan Rice not likely to make the match day squad, I was like, oh my god, do you know what I mean? And then you're hearing possibly Timber might be out, Calafiori, and we haven't got a good record against Unai Emery at the Emirates anyway. So it was like one of those games where you just think like they're gonna bully us in midfield because you was looking at the Real Sociedad midfield of Moreno, Zubimendi, and Odegaard. And that first half, as you rightly said, John Boy, Onana was absolutely bossing that midfield. Literally, he was just going through it like knife through, hot knife through butter.
Isn't it? He was like Yaya Toure. You remember Toure?
Yeah.
He was kind of like Toure, innit?
Yeah, and the problem is that we just weren't making any challenges or doing anything. For a start, Moreno couldn't keep up with him. I mean, once he starts to motor, and the two chances that Ollie Watkins had, he needed to put them away. And that was the thing with Ollie Watkins is that I was talking to an Aston Villa mate of mine who top Aston Villa fan, and he was sort of saying that's the only problem with Ollie Watkins. You know what I mean? His conversion rate is not brilliant, but he has got this record, to score against us. And fortunate enough, we go in. I think it was 0-0. And somebody told me because somebody was at the game. One of my mates was at the game, and he said that. I'm sure there was some booing at half time or something. I mean,
there was.
So obviously, weren't impressed with the first half. You know what I mean? It's that slow, lethargic, handbrake football side to side. And teams can always get back in their set position. And then we find it difficult to break them down. I didn't think Saka had his greatest game. Moreno definitely didn't have a good game. And to be honest, he should have got a second yellow card. When he pulled down Rodgers, about what the top gooners are going to turn around and what they're going to say. Do you know what I mean? Is it PJ Mello or whatever? But look, I don't know what Arteta said to them second half. I would point at that the fact that Onana is one of the big factors why I think Arsenal turned up second half. But at the same time, what I liked and to see Zubimendi, to see Odegaard closing down, winning tackles, and from those tackles counter pressing. And Zubimendi making that forward run, and a nice for once in his life he makes a through ball, passes the ball, Odegaard, and he did pass the ball in a straight line, and Zubimendi was on there and put it away, a well taken goal, and generally the whole half. And I mean, what got us going was obviously Gabriel Magalhaes. You know what I mean? That you're missing that set piece. He comes and does the business. Martinez dropped the ball. He wasn't knocked out of his hand. He literally went. I think he was actually pulling on Gabriel Magalhaes at the time, and the balls just fell out. Didn't even catch it. He missed it, and it's hit Gabriel and gone in. And I think that was the kind of the momentum to get the team going. And yeah, all round, absolutely fantastic second half. A game or two halves, and in my match reaction, I just said, "Boy, we did it without our main man." Do you know what I mean? Declan Rice not playing, and that's I was thinking, "Wow," do you know what I mean? So to go and put. We was clinical. That's what I want to see. Gabriel Jesus, he didn't have to think about it. A lovely ball from Trossard, takes one touch, bang. You know what I mean? That's what we want to see. Not 2, 3, 4, 5 million touches and then we mess it up. First time, you know what I mean? And that's what I want to see from them. The thing is, whether we can kind of play like that for 90 minutes, I doubt it. But what I would like to see is the opposite way round, where you get us playing on the front foot, putting them away, 3-0, and then control the game. Because they're the ones that are going to come on to us. But we do it the other way round. Or, we score a goal and then we sit back, we allow the pressure to come on us. you know, you go back to 22, or keep going back to the 22-23 season where we just put teams away, and then, you know, you control the game. But then in that 22, what happened? We bottled the league. We're only 4 points clear of Man City at the moment. That's not enough. Going into the last, you know, towards the end of the season, you want to be at least, especially when we go to play them, at least 8 to probably 10 points when we go there, because they're starting to find their feet. Listen, they got a draw against Sunderland. Sunderland were proper resolute, and, you know, a great defensive display by them. And so, look, we've taken the advantage. Now let's go to Bournemouth this evening, and I do believe we will win it. I think I predicted 3-1 as my match prediction, so hopefully that's what we will do. I know Semenyo is going to be likely he's going to play, so we'll see what happens there.
No, 100%, 100%. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I just wanted to speak about the bad refereeing and that everybody gets hurt about when it comes to bad refereeing. I just don't want people to complain anytime soon about the refereeing decisions. I mean, Jez, you're a ref. What do you think about that? Or you was a ref, sorry. What do you think about that Gabriel elbowing Martinez and the Marino that was supposed to be a red card, the one where he pulled him back?
Yeah, it's interesting, actually. First of all, I think the Marino one was a definite red, no question. Reference the Martinez one, I don't know about that. When you're challenging for the ball, I don't think it was deliberate. I think it was more just one of them things that happens. He didn't go up and do that. It just was it was like that. I don't know. Marino, I think, was probably should have been a red. Look, at the end of the day, referees have got the hardest job on the pitch. It's all easy for all of us. I've done it. We all do it. We criticise a referee. You've got, as a referee, to make a decision. Premier League now, they've got a little bit more because they've got the good old VAR. So they can make a decision. VAR will come back to them and say, well, you might want to look at that again. And they always will. Of course they always will. Because these guys are on big salaries and they want to get the maximum points. They get marked out of 100 every game. So they want to get the maximum they can get because they're looking for the bigger gig. They want to get to an FA Cup final. They want to be the League Cup final, right? And they want to get, if they're not FIFA, they want to get a FIFA badge, of course, because it's more money. They travel around the world. They get big money per game. If you're a FIFA ref and you go into Champions League or you go into FIFA World Cup, that sort of shit, you're getting like 40 grand a game, right? It's big money, huge money. So I sort of get it that they want to be 100%, but I also think VAR has taken a lot of the decision making out of a referee now because they don't want to make a bad decision and get caught out for it, which I think is a shame because let's be honest, it's a contact sport, guys, right? That is a contact sport.
There you go.
Referees sometimes I question, and I just question, guys, why do we have linesmen now?
Referees, don't need them. Don't need them.
Why do we
don't need them?
Because this narrative, I actually spoke to a guy he's a very up and coming young referee, right? And he is looking to make his move into the Championship as a referee, and from Division Div 1. He's been through the national leagues. He went Div 2, now he's in 1, looking to move up. Fair play to him. But the problem is, I said to him, you're in a privileged position and you're looking to make a career from this. Great, well done, fantastic. But do you not feel getting into the big leagues that a lot of what you do now in Division 1 is going to be taken away from you? And what do you think is the point of linesmen now, or referees' assistants, as we should? And he said, I agree, Jez. I totally agree with you. And I said, right, okay. So tell me about this new thing, right? It's been going on for a few years now. When a referee stood there and he's in line in his quadrant, right? And referee's running his diagonal, he sees an offside, he runs down the touchline, right, waits for the ball to go out of play or whatever, and then puts his flag up. I said, what's the point of that?
Mm.
I said, right, to be, you always just go bang, offside. If it's near, middle, or far, that's your free signals. And I said, what is the point? It just delays the decision. And he said, and his opinion, in his honest opinion, he's a professional ref. He said, Jez, it's basically to ensure that is the final decision made on the move. And I went, well, I think it's pointless. I said, when you were a senior linesman, senior referee's assistant on the bench side, and you've got to deal with the substitutions and all that shit, right? I said, do you not think it actually distracts from the game? And he said, I do. He said, but that is the FA's decision. And he actually said to me, unofficially, he said it's even worse in the Premier League. There you go.
Fair. It just amazes me. But views. What are you telling me, bro? How was your holiday, man? What's your thoughts on that Aston Villa game, real quick, before we get into the Bournemouth?
Yeah. No, good second half. Like I said on my post-match reaction, good second half. You know, whatever was said at half time, whether it was from Arteta or any of the players, then credit. You know what I mean? Because we came out a different side. But even then, I still felt like we played well for like 30 minutes of the second half. You know, so you know, I mean, and look, and I'm trying to look at it from both sides. Now it's a negative because I've been asking for us to be. Even have 3 good performances in a row. I've even stopped that now. I said, can we have 80 minutes of good football, please? Right? That's what I've been asking for because we've not been getting it all season. And the same happened again against Villa. It was 30 minutes of good football, and that good football was enough to put us way out in front. And for one time, we're not biting our nails, you know, thinking we're going to concede a last-minute equalizer or a loser. So that was good. You know, you've got to be positive about that. But I'm still concerned that we can't, not even 60 minutes of good football. Like, watch every game of the season. It's always in bursts. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a positive thing while the luck keeps coming in. But for me, it's a little bit concerning, you know, with half the season to go and we can't kind of put these performances together regularly. And look, I'll end on this. Like I said, credit to whatever was said at halftime, a game with 2 halves, but it's going to mean nothing if we go to Bournemouth today and don't win the game. And I'm not talking draw, I mean win. Right? Because they've done us home and away. We're not talking about the Aussie show. That was Bournemouth last season. So don't think this is going to be easy. You know what I mean? And I'll just leave it as that. But yeah, man, every game's a cup final now, man. Every game's a cup final.
Yep.
Big up Rashid. I don't know where he's gone. The host of the show.
You better host it, please. You get on it, bro.
Yeah, straight away, bro.
I start with a question for you. I don't know if I've credited the right person or not, but was it you or Shane that said that Onana going off was the difference?
I said it to Shane, but I think he might have said it on the show.
Yeah, either one. I think it was you or Shane. I said you, but yeah, but Shane or Views, it was that said actually Onana dog walking us in the first half as soon as he went off. Yeah, that allowed Odegaard and Zubimendi to then go forward because they didn't have to worry about him busting through the middle.
Yeah,
but yeah, either way, one of you're both right.
Yeah,
I noticed he's not even in the squad.
He's going out alone.
He's going out. I mean, the way this guy treats him is just unbelievable. The worst thing about it is he brings in a guy who's been out for 5 months in the last game. Havertz has him on the bench, doesn't even play him. He's not even on the bench today. And obviously, my guy's not on the bench either. And just the way this, I mean, he was questioned about it, and he just sort of said, you know, they asked him about it, what's the situation with him, and he sort of said, well, I can't remember the exact words, but you know, you just have to just play and try and make sure you get your place back, kind of thing. But you're not even giving me a chance. This guy's helped him out in the past, and this is the treatment that he gets. So as I said in my match reaction, I said if I was him, get onto his agent, just get me on a loan so I can play elsewhere, get minutes under my belt. Because it's not helping him his footballing career.
That's a shame, man.
Yeah, it's a shame the way he's treated him.
And let me just apologize. Let me just apologize to Rashid and all you guys. For some reason in my head, I thought it was 4:30. I'm never usually late for shows ever. Let me just apologize to you, legends, the chat, and to for some reason, like I was all outside, and I said, "Oh yeah, I got to get back for 4:30," and the show starts at 4. So,
that's the fine. That's the fine.
We don't do tardy over here, so let me just apologize.
Thanks.
I've never been late for the show ever.
Big up Aaron, man. Big up.
Big up, Pez.
Why did Arteta make Rice travel, right, to the Bournemouth game, knowing he's not going to play, right? Why bother? Why not just say to the guy, sit at home, mate, put your feet up?
Well, he looks like he's in the side, mate.
He's playing, man.
He's playing. Jez, he's in the side, mate.
He's playing there.
He's just
I've not mentioned this. It's the first time I've seen the lineup as well.
Yeah, he's actually in the side. He's actually playing.
I'm looking at a different start. One that I'm looking at, it doesn't say he's starting, but I'll bow down to your better judgment.
Yeah, I mean, Sky, it's just come out on Sky that Saka Trossard on the bench and Rice starts.
He shouldn't even be there.
Shouldn't even be there.
Nah, got a pillow wrapped around his knee.
He's not. I don't get that. Why? Oh, well, never mind. Okay.
He's seen a fluid swelling on his knee like 18 hours ago.
Yeah, but Aaron, don't worry. His adrenaline will get him through it.
I know. Oh, he's warm. As long as he's warm, that'd be fine.
Do you think Arteta was bluffing? Do you think he was saying all that just to try and pull a fast one on the other manager? Do you reckon?
I'm being terribly honest, right?
Yeah. Dark arts.
Yeah. Like they're probably injecting him with painkillers on one side, and then they're using a needle to take the fluid out of his knee on the other side. I mean, if you didn't think Terminators exist, you're wrong.
Frankenstein blood. He's a dope fiend. He's a dope fiend now. You
get an elbow to the face, and it'll expose his red eye on the left-hand side, wouldn't it?
Metal and that. Do you know what I mean? I'm telling you, man. It's. And I said, and I'll shut up because I'm just late. But I said if I wouldn't be surprised if he's on the bench, like as Jez said, being in the cold while he's injured. He's playing. This guy's a serial killer.
Lunatic, man. As Shane would say, he's a lunatic.
He's a lunatic.
Unreal, man.
Arteta, it's like he works with the cartel. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's some. He's got a lot of players doped up on the pitch. Rice, I don't even know, to be honest, how Rice is playing this game. No. I like that Saka's not playing. I can't lie. I actually like that Saka's not playing.
He needed to be dropped.
And the rest, Odegaard, I don't know why he's there. Do you know what I'm saying? Why he's there. I don't think he deserved to start. I know he played well these couple of games, but still he shouldn't be there. But I mean, if you're rotating, then might as well rotate Odegaard as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I don't know.
Rob, I already said this. I think Arteta's missed a massive trick here, right? I know Liverpool ain't the team that started the season. They ain't the team that finished last season. But we've got them on Thursday in 5 days' time, right? And we've missed again yet an opportunity to be able to rest some players. Now, I've done a lineup on my show just a minute ago, just before, and I've kept Timber and Saliba in, but Gabriel yet again. Why does he have to play there? Why can't we have Hincapié next to him and give Lewis Skelly some minutes for that rotation? Is that going to be the deciding difference as to why we don't beat Liverpool? Gabriel, look at what happened to that geezer. He got a grade 3. He played 90 minutes of pre-season, 90 minutes against Manchester United, and 90 minutes throughout the whole entire season until when he gets another injury. And he came back again, probably about 3 or 4 weeks early, some might say. And then he's come on as a sub. And then played 90 minutes straight away. Now we're playing him 90 minutes again. Why can you not only just be able to give Hincapié, which is why we bought him, to be a left-back starter and also to cover for Gabriel. And then why can't you also then make Lewis Skelly have some minutes in there? He needs some minutes in his legs. I don't understand it. So he's missed a massive trick for me here. We've got Liverpool coming up. And like I said, I know they're not. And we've got to get through this game first.
But it's still Liverpool.
But
It's
I would
still
it's
Liverpool.
still Liverpool. They will still post danger. They've still got dangerous players. And I know what I would rather. I would rather Gabriel and Saliba, and more of a fit Gabriel Saliba, start that Liverpool game, which probably should be more of a test than this game.
Yeah.
And give minutes where it's necessary. Now, Declan Rice, why is he playing in there? Copy and paste with Gabriel, boys. Why is Declan Rice here? Why if he's 75% fit there, why can't you make him 85% fit on Thursday and play him? I know that's thrown in out numbers, that you know what I mean, but the point I'm trying to make is that I'd rather a semi-fit, I'd rather a more fully fit Declan Rice for next week rather than another one that's going to be probably playing 90 minutes today. And he's come on, you know what point I'm trying to make.
Gabriel was struggling. Gabriel was struggling in the Villa game.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
100%.
Game, he start and didn't finish it.
Yeah.
He's been doing it all season.
big up Nats as well. Big up Nats.
Big up.
Jez, what do you think of this lineup, man?
I just think it's nonsensical to play a player which could potentially, I'm talking about Declan Rice, potentially could end his season.
Yeah.
We know he's got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you do that? He's obviously had steroid injections, as his users have said, right? They're probably taking the fluid out of one side and injecting it on the other. Why do that? Why do that to a player? That is a narcissist. Doesn't need to play him.
Yeah.
Do not need to play him. You've got Eze there.
Yep.
Right? You could play him in there if you really wanted to. You could play Trossard there if you really wanted to, or possibly even Saka if you really wanted to. I'm sorry, I just don't understand the logic behind this, because as a player, it's freezing bastard cold out there tonight, right? Yeah. And you've got a player that's carrying an injury. None of us know what that injury could be. He could go out there tonight and do his ACL, and he's gone now for a year.
It's madness.
It'd be interesting to see if his knee's strapped up as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good point, Tom. Very good point.
Did you see the other night, right, before Jesus came on, right, as a sub, great goal, he had a knee brace on. So he's not fully 100% yet either.
No, you don't wear that for the sake of wearing it.
No.
Talking about Jesus.
So he's not fair. He's not fully compensated.
You can see that. Wow.
Yeah, before he came on, he had a knee brace on.
Wow, this guy is a lunatic. Sorry.
Someone who's actually played with knee braces before, it's not good. When you're playing the opposition and then they see you wearing a knee brace, they know you're 100%. They're
going to target. Yeah, they're going to target.
Yeah. Of course, you're going to get targeted. And I'm talking rugby, not football, but both still apply. It hurts either way. And the field that I was in, man, like, you're gonna get hurt. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, big up to Rashid. I know, like, lateness is greatness, all of that shit. And,
it's all right, man.
Absolutely sad.
Two fines now. Two fines.
Yeah. That's 100.
Swear off.
£100.
Fair enough.
Hey, Jam, what do you think of this lineup, Jam?
If they're all fit, I'm happy with it. But for me, Rice shouldn't be playing. He shouldn't be on the bench either. Gabriel shouldn't be playing because he was struggling at the end of the Villa game. Nketiah should be where Gabriel is, and MLS should be at left back. And then you put Eze in for Rice, and you could probably play Norgard and give Zubamendi a rest.
Yeah,
I like the Madwecki starting for Saka, not because Saka needs a rest. Well, it is that, but he's been shit as well. Let's face it, he hasn't been great.
Yeah.
And we've got Trossard to come on if Martinelli has a stinker. I'm surprised he didn't start Jesus, to be honest, with being Arteta, the way he has been since he come back. He's looked all right. But again, maybe you don't want to.
Maybe he's trying to play. Yeah, maybe he's trying to play Gyökeres into form.
Yeah. I'm glad Gyökeres is starting.
It's a bit of a struggle at the moment. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's struggling. He's struggling. But
Jamboy,
that team should be winning.
Do you know what, Jamboy? I think, and I said this earlier, right? I think he's going to start Gyökeres, or has started him, obviously, as you can see. In the thing that I reckon he's going to start Jesus v Liverpool. I really do. I reckon there's not. I'm not saying this is last chance saloon for Victor Gyökeres, but I reckon it's a very important game for Victor Gyökeres Victor Gyökeres. I'll start talking properly in a second.
If he has a thinker, he ain't starting against
yeah,
Liverpool.
exactly right. Yeah, exactly right. And we all know that one, Mikel Arteta didn't want him anyway. Two, he's been waiting for his baby boy Havertz to come back. And now Gabriel Jesus has come back and looking good. He's not pulling trees up. He's not been phenomenal, but he's looked good since he's came back.
He looks sharp.
All these signs don't bode very well for Victor Gyökeres. And another poor performance today where he's out of the game, where he gets another chance and he doesn't put it away. I'm not saying it'll be curtains for him, but he's going to find it very hard from this point on with a fit Havertz and a fit Jesus to wrangle his way back into this squad under this manager in poor form.
Yeah, he has to score and he has to perform. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, he has to.
Scoring goals, that's clear.
Do you know what I think Mikel Arteta's scared of? What I think he's scared of doing is not playing certain players like Gabriel and Rice. Not dropping them, but resting them because of their injuries, playing the likes of Norgards, and then we lose. And he's worried about the backlash of why we didn't play the other players if they were able to play. That's what I think he's worried about.
Yeah. Listen, these people don't look far. You know what I'm saying? They don't think outside the box. That's the thing. The league, the reason why Pep Guardiola wins a lot of leagues consecutively is because he rotates players. It's 38 games. It's not competition. If it was a competition where we play 7 games and win it, that's different. Do you know what I'm saying? This is 38 games. You got to rotate. That's the whole idea of having a big squad, right? But tell me, what do you think of this lineup?
Yeah, no, just go back to your point about this squad that we've got and the money that we spent on it. As far as I'm concerned, why go out and spend that kind of money not to rotate? You know what I mean? You know, we hear it. Norgard is a sensible buy. Everybody jumps on the bandwagon. We know, yes, he played in the Premier League and all that. I would have rather seen him start tonight because he knows the Premier League. Yeah, he's very disciplined in that position as that number 6. Rest of Mendy. Rest Gabriel just said. Do you know what I mean? And bringing Nkape on that for Gabriel, bring on Miles Lewis-Skelly so he can get his minutes because at the moment Miles Lewis-Skelly is not playing at his best. He's not playing at his best. I'm glad that Saka has been dropped because he has been absolutely rubbish for how many games. So I'm glad that Madueke is coming. I need Madueke to come in, hit the ground. I just want to see end product. Let's see some end product. If Glock is there, you've got 2 speedy wingers in Madueke and Martinelli going down the wings. Let's get those balls on the floor and get them crossed in front of me. And I'm relying on Odegaard. Yeah, what you did for Zubimendi, I need to see that for Glock. Now, if Glock doesn't perform, then it's down to him. I do expect. I mean, listen, we know we can see with our own eyes that he ain't a great footballer. Yeah, but we brought him specifically in to come and score goals. At the moment, it ain't quite working. And I go back to Aaron. We had a conversation we had on Monday on his show, and he was saying that he has to give a bit as well. You know, it can't just be, you know, the system ain't working. Glock is a footballer. He's paid lots of money, and therefore he needs to, where he can, improve on his game. And for a start, his heading, his first touch ain't brilliant. Yeah. You know, making those runs, probably just keep doing it, and hopefully his teammates will find him. So in terms of that, and this is an absolute sin, the fact that he's actually starting what's Declan Rice. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable. I don't cuss, but you remember what he said to Morgan Rogers about his knee? Yeah. Right. And if he's saying that and it's everybody's lip reading and it's there, come on. Right? So my God, if he goes on tonight, I don't know, man. I don't get this guy. He's an absolute loony bin. You know what I mean? Looney Tunes, man. You know what I mean? I should have got the cartoon character out behind me because that's what he is. Absolute Looney Tunes, bro. You know what I mean?
What's up, Doc?
It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, what's up, Doc? You know what I mean?
Hey, listen. This guy views. I don't understand it, bro. What is this? A bando? What are these players are all doped up? We have Rice, Gabriel that are very important players. Do you know what I'm saying? And I mean, these are the games that you play Norgard, right? And these are the games that where you can play Nkape, you can get away with certain players. Because against Liverpool's Liverpool. They're always going to be a hard game to beat. Do you know what I'm saying? They're always going to be a hard team to beat. Sorry.
And we're going to give them too much respect at the Emirates as well.
Thank you. Tell me what you think
I'm
about
going to hit
this.
you with a few different things. Right? Put yourself in Victor Gyökeres's shoes. We're all human beings, right? We've all played football at some level. Now, if you know your teammates never pass the ball to you, you know the manager ain't behind you, you know the crowd's going to start getting... Like, think about the anxiety. Not just that.
Yeah.
Think every time you play, you know you're never going to finish a game, no matter what you do, right? So ultimately, the manager came out and said, I know I've got to change one or two things to fit Gyökeres in. You've done nothing of the sort. Right, we know he's not a good player of the header of the ball. I've seen Arsenal fans say he should have scored at least one of those headers. I'm like, bro, when did we see the compilations of Victor Gyökeres headering the ball in? That weren't his game. That isn't his game. We all know that. But it's so dire that it's got people like, oh, he needs to do this and he needs to just put yourself in his shoes. Not just that, Eze as well. Hat trick in the North London derby, and then you're shunted out of position for Martin Odegaard, who could never. Ever. I don't even know if he's ever even got a hat trick for us. Let's be honest, right?
Odegaard ain't.
Right. So think about it. Put yourself. We're all humans. It's like a workplace. You've gone into they don't like you. Maybe me. Yeah. Some people say I sound like Ali G because I'm from London and all this other. Yeah. Maybe they don't like people like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a workplace. You've twerked. You protested to get to this club, and the manager's doing nothing for you. Every time you step on the pitch, you know your number's going to get called. The same for Eze. Every single time Eze plays, his number gets called for favourites to come in and not even do as much as those players. Eze should have been playing this game, and I'll go back to Aaron's point, because we've had ample opportunity to change one player here, one player there, and not doing it. And I said the fact that Rice is even with the squad, he should be sacked on the spot. Because Enzo Maresca, everyone keeps saying this because of the Juventus and the Man City and all the rest of it. Yeah. We've also heard that Enzo Maresca's going against the fitness team and playing the players while they're still injured. And guess what? He's not at the club no more. So why is that all right? But over at Arsenal, we have to put up with it. Hincapié, and I'll shut up in a minute, he had a shoulder injury, did he not? Why did he play the next game? Calafiori went to Italy, got sent back with 2 injuries, played 90 minutes in the next Premier League game. This makes no sense. Why didn't Norgard play right back against Brighton instead of Rice? Make it make sense, people. This guy's a lunatic. He doesn't care for the players. And on top of that, he's got his favourites. And that's what you're seeing.
Yeah.
That's why I was so happy when Eze and Gyökeres came to the club, because I was going to show you how stubborn this manager is and that he's got his Charlie's Angels, and we're now all seeing it.
It's like when a manager when you're younger, and a manager of a football club has got a son that plays in the team who always plays.
You can never get in. Yeah. Exactly. And he's shit. He's absolutely shit.
Yeah,
I've been there. We've all played football. The manager don't rate you, bro. Anxiety every time you get on the pitch. The same for Eze. And not even for Eze, because Eze gets passes. They don't even pass to Gyökeres.
Yeah.
They don't even pass to him.
Yeah,
100%, man. Well said. Aaron, I mean, we've seen Maresca, Arteta doing the same thing, forcing these players. Do you think they learned it from Pep Guardiola, or is it just something that, because it's quite common, isn't it? They both were Pep's number 2. So do you think they learned it from Pep? Because I don't really see Pep do that until maybe the clutch end of the season, where, like, that we're going into the summer, and then that little summer period where you can heal, and then we'll see you in pre-season. And what's your thoughts about this lineup too?
Yeah, listen, man, Mikel Arteta was an evil nut job way before he met Guardiola. Let's just get that right, man. I'm not blaming Pep whatsoever. Mikel Arteta is who he is, mate. You don't just become that type of person. That's matured over many a year, man. Yeah, that's right. That's marinated over a long time. This is who he is. He hasn't learnt this anytime soon. He hasn't learnt this recently, Mikel Arteta. And do you know what? Maresca or Arteta failed to do one thing that Pep Guardiola does: win regularly. So you know what I mean. That's they've copied everything else then, bar the winning. I mean, what can you do there? You know what I mean? That just pretty much speaks for itself, doesn't it? Yeah, because that's what it all boils down to. When people talk about Sir Alex Ferguson, whilst he's an unbelievable manager, and you can go into it, but what people say first is won 13 Premier League titles with Manchester United, done this, done that, won 2 Champions Leagues, done this, or it might be more Premier League titles. I don't know. I thought it was 13. I might be wrong. That's what you say first, and then you break down how much of a good manager he was. Yeah, I mean, Mikel Arteta and Maresca won't ever do that times 5 combined. Let's get that absolutely right. Times fucking infinity. But now the lineup. Look, I've sort of already sort of touched on it, but yeah, I'll sort of say again. You know, there's some good things in there. And Rashid, when I first came on, you sort of said it. You know, having Madueke, and I'll put that in my sort of what I would prefer as a lineup. I would have dropped Saka or rotated him, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I would have definitely had him on the bench. I would have kept Trossard in with a view to taking him off, and only because Madueke, whilst he has been good, and I think, you know, I'm not saying he necessarily deserves to start, but he deserves a chance. I would have counteracted the uncertainty of Madueke, especially the uncertainty in front of goal in terms of goals and assists. Madueke ain't got it. So I would have countered that uncertainty with the bit more of certainty on the left-hand side in Trossard, who, let's face it, is definitely having his best season at Arsenal. He's by far the best attacker so far at Arsenal this season. You know, Saka ain't quite doing it. Gyökeres definitely ain't. The other lot have been injured, and Martinelli's been good coming off the bench in the Champions League, but not really much else. So yeah, I sort of would have countered it with, you know, with playing Trossard, but look, it gives Martinelli another chance to do something. He's not been as horrendous as he has been over the last 2 seasons, but mark my words, I'm not saying that he's been fantastic either. He's just been meh, and for 180k a week, you know what I mean, a meh ain't quite good enough. So yeah, look, that sort of side of it, share a little bit, man. But obviously, yeah, the Rice. I mean, that's like what Jez said. I mean, it's just a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. And do you know what makes you laugh? Like what Jez was saying. What makes you laugh, Jez, mate, is that he'll get injured, and we don't want him to. But if he gets injured, they'll go, "Oh, it ain't Mikel Arteta's fault." Yeah, he came out himself in front of the camera. That's his stage, by the way. The press conferences. That's Mikel Arteta's stage, where he can be me, Mikel Arteta. That's his stage. He loves it. That's his catwalk. Before he says, like, "Oh, I can't wait, and then he walks out and he does his little strut and he sits down. He loves every single second, mate. He does, isn't it, like that? Like, he does the old, what's it, the Magnum pose or whatever it is. I can't think. Still Magnum, still Magnolia. That's the one. He does his little pose and he does a little thing. Look, listen, he come out and he said it in black and white. Black and white. He has still got swelling and fluid on his knee. Now he's starting 18 hours later. This is what's happening. So when he plays, and hopefully he plays and is good, I hope that it was all just a Fugazi or whatever we say. I hope that's all what it was, and it's just his little mind games. But if it was, he would have played in the previous game, wouldn't he, against Aston Villa? And there you go. That means to tell you that that is a real injury. So why are we playing him today? If he gets injured today, there is no excuse other than the manager going against medical advice for his own selfish needs and putting that man out there on that field. Declan Rice is a winner and he's a competitor, and there's nothing in my mind that says that he won't run through walls, run through pain, run through this and run through that. But that is not care. He doesn't care about his players. He's put him in there because his name's Declan Rice. He's been selfish and he's not thinking about the other 18 Premier League games. If he gets injured, it's only 100% Mikel Arteta's fault. This only 100% Mikel Arteta's fault for putting him out here, and he could get clattered a Ryan Shawcross injury, and people will go, "Well, you know, that's the injury. Shouldn't have been out there in the first place. Shouldn't have been out there in the first place." Doesn't matter how he got injured in this game, and I hope he doesn't. He shouldn't be out on this fucking field. Sorry for the swear. Shouldn't be out in that field in an hour's time, less than an hour's time. He shouldn't be out there. And that they all go, "Oh, well, how can you say all these injuries aren't 100% Mikel Arteta's fault?" But some of them are. And if this happens, God forbid it does, this happens, there'll be only one man to blame. Only one man to blame. And he collects £15.6 million a year. Farcical.
Aaron, sorry to interrupt, mate. You are 1 billion% correct. Right? Maresca got sacked for going against the medical staff.
Yeah.
What's the difference we're doing here then? Right, we've all seen the clip, right, of Rice saying my knee's swollen in the game. We've all seen it.
Yeah.
Right. So if Arteta deems it that, oh well, I want you to play, you're gonna play, right? If this turns out to aggravate this injury, yeah. Now I don't think Declan Rice was lying when he says my knee's swollen.
He's not that man, is he? Yeah.
We all know our bodies better than anybody else, right? We can have great medical care, scans, and all that. You know yourself when you're not well, you're not well.
Yep.
Right. And that is it. And if this is the case where he said, my knee's not right, it's not right. And yet the medical staff may we don't know. They may have said, well, it's iffy, it's dodgy. But we know what a narcissist, arrogant prick, right, that Arteta is. He'll go to a player and say, look, I really want you to play. I need you to play. I want you to play. And players will be like, oh, yeah, okay.
Timber.
Yeah.
There you go. Classic. Absolute classic. Goes off injured, comes back on, does ACL, don't see him for a year. There you go. Aaron, you've summed it up 100%. I can't say any more than that. Well done.
Yeah, and dare I debate a single word you said, because I agree with everything. It's just facts.
What must Norgard, Miles Lewis-Skelly, who can also play midfield, and Marino be thinking when Arteta's picking an injured player to play over them?
Yeah.
That ain't good for their confidence.
Do you know what I would have gone, Jam Boy? I would have had Norgard come in, and I'd have had, if you're going to go for the 4-3-3, I'd have had Norgard, I'd have had Zubimendi, and I'd have had Eze in there with the transition, which is quite easy from a 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1. So in certain things, it's a 4-3-3, and then you can transition to 4-2-3-1. Zubimendi and Norgard in the double pivot. Eze is the number 10. And then you're giving not only players a chance, you're giving rotation, and more to the point, that is still a squad capable of going to Bournemouth away and winning the game. And you're putting minutes in legs, and you're putting rest in legs as well. It's a win-win in every single facet of this football match. But we're out there putting Rice on the line, and let's get this right as well. And I know me and Jez were just talking about it with the Rice thing. Do you know what else he's putting on the line? He ain't just putting the health of Declan Rice on the line, the fitness of Declan Rice on the line. He's putting the season exactly right, Jam Boy. He's putting the season on the line, because if there is a minor
Premier League games,
100, if there's a little nasty niggly injury just boiling under that little knee, waiting to come out, waiting for the wrong movement, waiting for the wrong knock, waiting for the wrongness and all that, and Declan Rice gets out injured for 2 months or something like that, bye, ta-la.
You're at Norgard every week.
See you later. Been nice, game. Yeah. Been nice being first at New Year's Day. Been nice being top of the Champions League. Been nice being all 4. How's that going to look in a month's time? Why
didn't we win the league? Because of injuries.
Yeah. Refereeing decisions as well.
The most important one. Fingers crossed that don't happen. Obviously,
of course.
Fingers crossed it doesn't. But he's putting him out there to make that a possibility, and that in itself is a disgrace. I mean, and a manager of 6 years now at a top flight Premier League club should know better. He should know better by now, but he still doesn't learn. And that's also a worrying thing for Arsenal and our fans going forward, that we've still got a manager making stupid decisions after 6 seasons doing the wrong thing. It's worrying in every facet, but hopefully he's right. Hopefully he gets through the game, and
on to the next. Heads up onto the next, right?
Yeah.
Heads up onto the next. But listen, man, that's one of the things that Arteta doesn't learn. I mean, he just doesn't learn. It's been 7 years, same mistakes. He's doing the same mistakes he did last year. It's not like it happened 3 or 4 years ago. Last year, he was doing the same mistakes he's doing this year. And then he told us that, we have a thin squad, and then they got him a full squad. Then he's still the same. So where do we go from this? Nats, what do you feel about that? All of that, and the lineup too.
My thing is, it's an absolute shambles. Like, I'm seeing the lineup now. Rice should be nowhere near the squad. We all know this. You've already heard me say about, I've worn knee braces. I've had knee injuries. Like, they ain't no joke. Do you know what I'm saying? It's an absolute bloody disgrace. Like, for me, if you're Norgard, Marino, but especially Ebery Eze, and you can't get in ahead of Declan Rice when he's clearly injured, I mean, it's done. Like, we all know Rice ain't going to last the whole game. Now, I don't want him to get injured. I want him to be fit for the rest of the season, but the way things are going, it's looking extremely unlikely. And I don't say that very lightly at all. Like Gabriel as well, even Timber to a lesser degree. It's like, yes, this game is going to be a tough game, but at the same time, it's just like, this is why you have a bolstered squad. That's why we have the best squad in the league, the best squad in Europe, the best squad in the world, and all of that crap.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just like what I would have done is, why can't you have Martin Odegaard next to Zubimendi and put Eze in number 10? I've been saying for the longest. I think I've said it on your channel, and Aaron. I've said it on as well. I've said it on my own channel. Why can't Odegaard play a bit deeper? For me, he's never been a number 10. If it takes you not even 6 years, 5-6 years to figure out that Martin Odegaard ain't a number 10, I'm sorry. As a manager, even as a head coach, you're useless. It's an absolute farce. It's absolutely farcical. And then on top of that, yeah, I'm glad Madueke's starting and Saka gets the rest. Madueke's been playing better. But again, was it? I don't know who it was. It might have been you, Aaron, and Jamboy, and that. Like Trossard should be starting. Martinelli, yeah, he's not been as bad as the last 2 years, but it's like Martinelli ain't a starter no more, especially on the left. If you're going to start Martinelli, play him as a second striker with Gyökeres or Jesus when he's a bit more fit. Havertz is one of his sons, you know, along with Odegaard and that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, and I'm just sick and tired of people making excuses for this manager when it comes to blatant mismanagement, lack of care. You know, you can have all the authority in the world, but if you don't have that attention to detail, if you don't believe in red zone, Aaron, you remember this. You were the first guest on my channel, basically. He doesn't believe in red zones. Through all the faults of Arsene Wenger always believed in red zones. He would never, ever, ever run players into the ground. He'd play bums, but he'd never play his best players when they're not fit. When they're not fit, he would never do that. Has never done that. This manager is running players into the ground, and that's what Maresca got sacked for. And going against the owners, of course. But we know that's a death sentence anyway. So, if our squad is that good, if we're the best team in the league, if we're the best team in Europe, Rice shouldn't be playing. I would go as far as say put Norgard at centre back instead of a Gabriel. Do you know what I'm saying? Lewis Skelly hasn't been great, granted, but if Nketiah is not 100% fit, which we know he isn't, why not play Lewis Skelly at left back? Rotate. These players have got opportunities, even if they're not playing well. They have to be put in now because Arteta, this manager, Lego head, has put us in this position. You know, it's a great opportunity for these players to just be like, you know what? I haven't been playing that well. But they know these players they're injured. Do you know what I'm saying? They're in group chats, WhatsApp and all of that, and they're on the training ground. They see it. They know it. They talk to each other, and they can tell. And even the manager knows, like all the coaching staff, you know, Gabriel Hines, they all know. They all know. So if they all know, right, then what is this? This is beyond embarrassing. It's beyond a joke. Like, for me, this is a big game before the big game, and then we've got other really big games coming up. You know, we went through it last night, Aaron. We got into the Champions League. You know, we've got Liverpool coming up before that. We'll have Man United later. We got Chelsea before that in the League Cup. You know, we got Portsmouth. We got Carrier. You know, there's opportunities to rest players, to rotate properly.
All season, husband.
Yeah, all season as well. But especially in this point, he's at the point of no return. He's gone past the crossroads. I said at one point, like a few months ago, Arteta's at the crossroads, you know, earlier on this season. Now, he's decided to just go forward, stick to the path. But the problem is, he's going to find it very difficult to stick to the path. He will stray from the path. He will fall by the wayside because of his mismanagement, other decisions, and those ludicrous press conferences that are like all for nothing settings. Do you know what I'm
slow death, haven't they?
What are we doing here? I'll end it on this. The bottom line is, we need to win this game, and we need to win it well. We need a 90-minute performance. Anything less is not good enough, because best believe when it comes to Liverpool Thursday night, we don't perform, we don't raise the levels. There's no accountability like there wasn't in the first half. before half time and then we switched it on, that's not going to be enough. That's not going to be enough. So this manager's got to wake up. You know, these players have got to take a bit of responsibility as well in terms of, look, I'm not 100% fit. I'm not clearly like at it. But even if it means that I don't play certain games and the manager gets the hump or whatever, I know I'm going to play at some point because other players are going to be injured as well. These players just need to band together and just be like, forget all the politics, forget all the BS, right? We need to do what's best for ourselves, for our careers, and then in turn the best for Arsenal Football Club. And no one's taking responsibility. There's no real leadership. Odegaard ain't a captain. We all know this. The player, like back in the day, you have TT, you have Dennis Bergkamp, Patrick Vieira, Sol Campbell, Ashley Cole. Do you know what I'm saying? Even the likes of Gilberto Silva, they all did what was required. Bobby Perez and that. They wouldn't be moving like how these players are moving. These players have been like in their heads mentally just drilled, so much that they can't think for themselves. They can't think for themselves, and that's the problem. That they know that they shouldn't be playing, but yet they still play. We've seen this way too many times. But it's going to be to the detriment of their careers. And my question is, well, what are the agents saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Because the agent's there to not only look after the players financially, but also to look after
Nats, not to cut you off because you're on a roll, but like, do you think maybe, you know, the Arsenal players, yeah, we're looking at them, probably only 3 or 4 players can play at a team that's better than Arsenal. Do you get where I come from? So these players are just happy to be here because
not just that, it's World Cup year. It's World Cup year as well, and they also get punished for thinking for themselves. That's what happens, because if you do it too much, then you have to sit down for a little bit. We're not even seeing Ethan Amal saved this guy's career last year. Look at this year, rubbish on the side.
So and they only got played because of injuries.
Punished you for doing something like that. You've seen it. Declan Rice looking to the side, like after he took the free kick. We've never seen him take a free kick again. Only corners. So
Kim Jong-un, bro. Kim Jong-un.
The fact, you're absolutely right, Views. This manager is ignorant to the fact. He don't want to know. He don't want to know. And that point you made about MLS and Ethan, MLS couldn't get in the England squad because he weren't playing enough games. Even though he wasn't playing that well, you know, Tuchel was like, look, I want to play you. I want you in the squad at the very least, but I can't do it. Like that's how bad it is. World Cup year, you know, and this is the point I'm making. Ultimately, like with what I just said a second ago, it's just like World Cup year, as Views expeditiously pointed out. Like, are you going to keep playing yourself while injured, and then miss out with Martin Odegaard? You know, never been to a major tournament. You know, like Norway hasn't qualified for years, right? Is he going to miss out? No, but he needs to do whatever he can. And let's be real, he's already been injured this season, I think twice. You know, both times with the shoulder. We already see him ducking out of challenges. We all called this, by the way, before the start of the season, that he was going to pull out of challenges, among others, Bukayo Saka being one as well. We know what's going to happen. But the problem is it going to be enough for them to make it? You know, Gomes was saying, like, from the earliest, like, I don't think Saka will make the World Cup. I don't either at this rate. Declan Rice might be another one. If this keeps unfolding like it
is, Timber.
It's very concerning.
Look at Ben White's career. They were talking about him being the best right back, you know, that season when he was linking up with Saka. Look at him now. He's riddled. Absolutely riddled. Riddled.
Yeah, it's a joke, man.
Facts. 100%, man. But yeah, man, listen, it's a must win. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going for a 1-0 today. I don't think Bournemouth will score. But hey, you never know. Jez, what's your prediction and any last words?
I'm actually going to go 3-0.
Oh,
to be honest, I actually think we're going to have way too much for Bournemouth, and I'm feeling with the lineup we've got. I'm not happy about Rice. As I said, I think he's going to break down. I don't think he's going to play 90 minutes. So for me, why bother playing him? I think we've got the potential there today to do the damage and cause. We've got some good substitutes there that can come on.
Yeah,
Good
we do.
substitutes. And we've got Eze, we've got Trossard and Jesus who can come on and do the damage.
Negative, you know that.
I'm still not happy about Rice. I wouldn't bother with him. But Matty UK, glad to see him in there. He does cause drama. He's quick. He drags players out of position. So I'm sorry. I'm going to go 3-0.
Fair enough.
You're so negative, Jez.
Yeah.
Be careful, mate.
Clip this. He just said 3-0, and we've got 3 players on the bench that are going to come on.
You'll have Shane Gooner after you're calling you a top gooner, mate.
Yeah, he's the top gooner now. Listen, I'm the level-headed gooner, so this is a level-headed chat. You know what I'm saying? This is a level-headed chat. Jam, what's your prediction, man?
I don't want to make one because the Villa game, I said we were due to give a team a good hiding or beat them badly, and I predicted that we'd beat Villa. Right, and Shane's been in Views chat today, giving it a big one about me being a top gooner and positive and all this shit. Right, so Jez, right, be careful, mate. No, I'm with Jez. I think 3-0 as well. Yeah, Bournemouth haven't won a game since I think this is 26th of October against Forest.
Yeah,
they haven't won in any game. 10 games. This is the 11th game. 10 games. They ain't won in any competition. They haven't won a game. It's not to say it's going to be easy because that could have the opposite effect to the Villa because Villa has been on a 10-game winning run and we ended it.
Yeah, so we've got to be careful we don't take them for granted.
I don't want to do the same and say like Bournemouth have not won in 10 and then they go and beat us. But Bournemouth haven't been great. They've been drawing in the last 3 home games, I think, to Brentford and couple of other teams down there. So I expect a 3 or 4-0 win today. I expect. What happens, we just don't know. But yeah, I expect us to beat them today.
Listen, man, I'm hearing 3-0 Norms.
I'm gonna be slightly less of a top goon and go 3-1. So,
how negative?
You're safe from Shane.
Negative.
Yeah, that's what I'll be putting on other chats and that when they're asking predictions. So I'm going with a 3-1. I think we might concede Semenyo to probably get that consolation goal. I do expect us. I want us to go and impose ourselves on them first half. Just stop mucking about playing the slow team. Because you think about Bournemouth, they have got people that can close you down, and you know what I mean. We need to move the ball quick. Do you know what I mean? And we need to take our chances. So if we do that, and then they come at us, we can always hit them on the break. So yeah, I'm going with a 3-1 Arsenal.
Can I just ask this question? I always find this really funny. I always find it's a giggle, right? Top Gooners. Who are these Top Gooners? Who are they?
95% of Arsenal YouTubers, man, isn't it?
TV, nearly 80% of Arsenal YouTubers. Those are the Top Gooners.
Don't know who they are.
Wait, Jess, you didn't know who Top Gooners are. You didn't know who the Top Gooners are.
They are on screen. They are, they're not. That's not their real person. That they're not real. They're not real.
I knew the Top Gooners were back in the day, but.
Yeah.
Oh, I see from what point of view you're talking.
Yeah.
I think we're talking about.
Where Jess is going. I know where Jess is going.
Yeah, like a top.
These are the fake Top Gooners. Yeah, the fake.
The plastic.
The ones have got a quite.
It's a sarcastic joke.
Mind about football tactics.
It's a sarcastic joke, Jess.
Funny comment, really.
Tactics.
It's the week before Christmas on the Friday. I met up with some proper Top Gooners back in the day, and we had some quite funny debates about these people that make them out to be the top boys. No, they ain't fucking top boys.
Mutants.
Another name for them is mutants. Yeah,
mutants.
Offering merchants FC and that.
Just talking about the firm. Hey, listen,
it's been rebranded, isn't it?
Big up the firm. Yeah, they're rebranded.
Jez, do you reckon some of these Top Gooners from this day would have made some of the Top Gooners from your day, Jez?
Yeah,
I reckon they'd have made the firm.
We'll take it.
Let's
Yeah,
put it on the table. Let's put it on the table, right? As Kenny would say, put your nuts on the table, right? It makes me giggle when the people talk about these people, top gooners, and the Ashburton Army. Ooh, big up. Ooh. And yeah, all 20 of them. Yeah, right. That Ashburton Army that ran 3 years ago at West Ham, bottled it, giving it all the big large, and I know that on good evidence. And yeah, come on, man, stop it. Show some respect for the real ones. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. They're soft. They're soft. They're not like it's not like before. But listen, views. I mean, you're hearing 3-0, 3-0, 3-1. What are you saying, bro?
It's wild. I'm saying 2-1. I always say that when I'm not confident. Like I said, look, people been hitting me with this stuff all day. Bournemouth ain't done this, but I'm saying, look at yourselves. Look at the man in the mirror. We made Wolves look hard. And I think Wolves just touched West Ham 3-0 today.
Yeah, they did, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, they got their first win, bro.
Yeah, so right. But before that, this is, you know, they could go down as the worst. Anyway, it don't matter. The point I'm trying to make is forget about all this other stuff and the outside noise. It's when we play these teams. All right. That's what you need to concentrate on. And I understand people want to be optimistic. We all got the little boy inside. I jumped on Jamboy last time and I said, bro, because could he come out and said we're gonna smash Villa? I'm just like, bro, like based off of what? And we did in the end. But like I said, it's like a feeling, isn't it? It's like a gut feeling. When you try and logic, yeah. So intuition, which is cool, but
is it hope? It's basically hope views, isn't it?
How many numbers do I need to put down? Like what's going on? You know what I mean? That's why I always say we need to handle our business, and then it doesn't matter. That's why I was so happy in the end with the result, not with the whole performance. Because as I said, it was 30 minutes of good ball. First half we was lucky. If Watkins had his shooting boots on earlier, I'm just saying, right? And Onana coming off, he was running the game. Our midfield, not even just the defenders. The moment Villa got past our midfield, they were out the game. Gabriel Magalhaes had to do Doctor Who. He had to get in the TARDIS and he had to do time traveling to be in position, because every time they got past our midfield, no one can catch them. Why is that? Why is that, guys? Because we've got Mr. Motivator running the same core 12, 15 players into the ground. And I'm going to shut up on this. We're halfway through the season. Half of our players, we've had over 103 injuries in 12 months. Like, this needs an independent investigation. There is no duty of care there whatsoever. And there's so many like pieces of evidence. I don't understand how the fake journalists, all the people that's in the little Illuminati that want to get their little brown envelopes, your little think tanks, like, do you not care about your players, bro? Because you care about the manager so much. Like, people offer me out for this manager. Like, you're either say you're gay or say he's related to you. Because otherwise, I don't know why you're backing it for this guy. And if you feel like that for Arteta, why do you not care about your players? Because Saka's not the same. Ben White's not the same. Rice is definitely not going to be the same by the time Arteta's finished with him. Timber's on the scrap heap. Saliba's up in
Martinelli, Odegaard.
Going. We can just keep going. So I'm saying 2-1. Look, I hope I'm proven wrong. Like I said, seeing is believing. There is going to be no little feelings from me this year. Prove me wrong, innit? I don't believe. Make me believe. Keep it going. That's what I'm
just to come in just quickly. I think Arteta's trying to throw us off the scent by saying it's a mystery. So whatever that mystery is, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, he's lied.
I was talking about Blue Still earlier at the Zoolander thing. If he just looks you dead in the eye while he lies, you've got to believe him. It's like a deer in headlights. Like, you've been out here lying, bro. You say we train, then you say we don't train, but we train, but we don't train. You had them in on Christmas Day.
Damn,
come on, man. Like, anyway.
I hear that. Big up views, man. Big up. Aaron, I mean, you heard it. 3-1, 3-0, 3-0, 3-1, 2-1. What are you saying?
I originally said yesterday a comfortable 2-0 win, but do you know what? Gianni, big up to Gianni. I love that geezer. He actually convinced me a little bit, so I'm going to be a bit sneaky here. I'm going to go for a 2-0 head, but in my heart, I think we're going to do a little 3-0, maybe even more. And Gianni was sort of saying to me, and what Jamboy basically said as well, was that, you know, they've been on such poor form. I didn't realise, I'm going to be honest, I didn't really look to see how poor of a form they're on. And I know that doesn't always dictate how games are going to go, but it gives you a good idea of how they're playing over a big bite size. Are they scoring a lot of goals? Are they winning at home? What are their results like at home? Are they conceding a lot? It gives you a lot of sort of an insight into where they're at. Now, I mean, they could come out today and be unbelievable, play their best game of the season, see a turnaround. However, you don't know, do you? However, they're not in a good run at all. They're not in a good moment, and we do have to guard against, you know, the fact that, you know, we don't want to turn up there and just give it the big bollocks and we get humbled. You know what I mean? We got to go there and want it just as much, if not definitely more than Bournemouth. They'll want it, by the way. They're in front of their home fans. We've got to turn up and put a performance. And I think if we do that, I think we'll win comfortably. So, yeah, the heart is going for 3-0. The head's going for a comfortable 2-0. I'll be happy with that. Either.
Yeah,
but of course, I prefer the 3.
How negative, bro.
I'll take a 1-0 to be honest.
Negative we are. But I can't come on here anymore, Rashid. Too negative, man. It's ridiculous. Honestly.
Facts. Hey, listen, Nats, what do you think, man? Everybody else is positive about this game. What do you think?
He's gonna say Bournemouth 2-1.
Controversial. He's always got a controversial answer, and I love it. Right, let's go.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go slightly less controversial and go 2-1 Arsenal. Like, it's not gonna be a comfortable game. I'm with views on this one pretty much. Like, we don't have a great record against Bournemouth in recent times. We've seen what we've done against Wolves at home. People can talk about, oh, United drew with them, but look, it's United. Come on, like, what are we doing here? But with this lineup and how this manager is, he will always revert to type. When push comes to shove, he will always revert to type. This is why he's Lego head, and he will remain Lego head until proven otherwise. Win the league, before that, win the League Cup, go for the FA Cup, and go for the Champions League. But it's new year, new year. New me, well, it ain't a new me and it ain't a new Arteta either. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. Like, but you got to get on the good foot. James Brown settings, do you know what I'm saying? You got to get on the good foot. And that starts with Bournemouth, right here, right now, Fat Boy Slim settings, tonight. This is why I say 2-1, because I know it's not going to be comfortable. I know we're going to play this U-shaped football a bit. He's going to revert to type. He's not going to go for it. He knows these players are in the red zone and refuses to accept it. As much as I would love to be proven wrong, I would love nothing more than a 3-4, even a 5-0. I would love to see it. But with this manager, it's not even the players, really. Even our injured players under a different manager, even under AirPod Albert, I'd be like, yeah, you know what, 3-4, 5-0, but not under this manager. This manager is the only reason why we won't win anything this season, ultimately. There might be a few other factors here and there that everyone can nitpick, especially the top gooners. But ultimately, the buck stops with the manager. We all know this. That's what it's going to be. If you want to start the year right, start the year right. 2-1, 90-minute performance. But to be honest, if we do have a 90-minute performance, it will probably be 2-0. But I'm sticking with my 2-1 because I know what this manager is going to do. This manager is under pressure. Andrea Mafioso, bad boy, Berta, mate, is on his neck and has been the whole of last year, and it's going to continue this year. This manager is under serious pressure, and we know what he does. You know what I do, guys? I revert back to type, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? I bring back the light bulb. You know, we have the energy. You know, we get the little rock to dig the golden nuggets. We keep digging and digging and digging. Do you know what I'm saying?
You want to play Champions League?
Yes, we want to play in the Champions League. This is what he's doing. This is what he's going to do. So it might not be as controversial, but add a little bit of human here and there. Like, it is what it is. 2-1. I'll be happy with the result, but I'm more concerned with none of the players getting injured. And then when it gets to Liverpool, I want to slap.
We've all predicted a win. How negative? How
negative?
Yeah. All negative, bro. We're all negative people. Do you know what I'm saying? Toxic. How dare you? How dare you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
they would never clip this. They would never clip this. All talk about it. Clip this. Clip this. Clip this. Why wouldn't you clip this? Listen, man. I just remembered, bro. Listen, this is the thing, yeah. let's hope today will be a 90 minutes performance. I don't think it'll be 90 minutes. I haven't seen Arsenal really do well 90 minutes, as in from start to finish, but hopefully they do. Listen, thank you for being here. Everybody in the chat, the panelists, of course. Jezza, what you got coming up? And thank you for being here.
No, it's a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure to be on with these elite gooners. Sorry.
Never be silly, Jez.
Yeah, no, mate. Thank you as always. What I've got coming up? I'll probably fan cam tonight on Leo's show, and then what day are we? Saturday? Fuck me, I've lost all track of time. I won't lie. And then Monday will be. I don't know. I'll something will come up. Don't worry about it.
100%. Big up, Jamboy. Thank you for being here, man.
No
and
worries,
are you putting
man.
out music? Are you putting out music?
Well, I am going to be this year, but I've just got to work out how to do direct sound from my music to through the phone, because I don't want to play it loud and play it through the phone so that when I talk you can hear me and other people in the background. I've got to work it out. I'm not very technical with all that. I can use my decks, but I don't know how to all this technology. I'm not one of them. But I'm on Under the Lens with Views, I think, next Friday.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
12 o'clock, 12 p.m. So afternoon. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I'll try and get the streaming going as soon as I can. But big up to everyone that subbed to me. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
Bro. Salute.
Thanks
Like and sub, by the way. I always forget to
chat.
say like and sub, by the way. Please. You know what I'm saying? Like and sub, by the way. Like and sub to these fine gentlemen here. Listen, man, you only get the truth. Look, we're positive. And what you hear about us, all you hear is about us being negative. They clip you this, they keep you saying that. Listen, we're all about winning. That's what we are. We're winners. Norms, what you got coming up? Thank you for being here.
I think hopefully it'll be a good match reaction. I'm going to do a match reaction after the game. So please, Arteta, don't let me down. In the famous words of DT, right? And then, yeah, no, I'm free. But then obviously we got the OGs on Monday, so I'm sure we're going to be discussing Wagwan, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's win tonight. Come on, let's have a good show, and let's win tonight so I can have a good match reaction. Because if it's not, bro, it's gonna be peak. That's what I've got to say.
Yeah,
100%. Views. What are you telling me, bro? Thank you for being here. And what you got coming up?
Yeah, what are we? I'm like Jez. When it's New Year, Christmas, I get mixed up with the days, man. We got Jamboy, like you said, coming up on the 9th. We got Rasta Stocks on the 14th. Probably back with an intervention tomorrow. Probably back with another Op Watch. We're live daily, man. Regular content, news on sport.
100%.
Check us out. Oh! Lethal reaction at full time as well. Me and Shane right after the game. Come and join us there as well.
I'm avoiding Shane. He's taking the mick out of me.
Yeah. Listen.
He's a fucker, he is. I tell you, he is.
He is.
But I love him.
Big up Shane, man. Big up Shane. Hey, Aaron, tell me what you got coming up, man. And thanks for being here, man, as always.
Oh, good man. Of course, the OGs at 9:30, and extended an invite to Jez if he wants to join with us at 9:30. That would be great. I will send all the links over and all of that Monday at some stage. Then we've got obviously on the other end of the week, Friday, we've got the call in. That's at 8:30. And what I've been trying to do is just get a bit more solo working. Not loads because I haven't got the time. But what I might start doing, it seemed to go quite well, was doing a solo for 20 minutes before the call in and then opening the lines and just seeing if I can just put in, like I did earlier, a little 45 minutes somewhere just so I can read through the chat, properly engage. That would be great. Nothing's set in stone, so there'll be more of a lasty minute sort of streams, but look out for them. But aside from that, obviously, big up to the chat, the most important people. Sub to all of the guys, and especially smash a like on this stream, which was Rashid's, and sub to him as well. And thank you very much for allowing me to be on your show, man. Especially being alongside Jez, Jamboy, Views, Normski, and of course Natster as well, man. I always appreciate it. And 5 minutes time, we want to see a convincing Arsenal win. Come on, boys. Come on,
Come
boys.
on, you Gunners.
Come on, you
Let's go
Gunners.
negative. Come on,
Come on, you
you guys.
Gunners.
Come on. Let's go fucking negative. Come on.
What team do
Let's
you
get it,
really
man.
support? What team do you really support?
You're a fake fan. You're a
I'm
fake
going to
fan.
fuck off down the lane. 2-0 to Arsenal today. Come on.
Let's go, man. Nats, what you got coming up, bro? Thanks you for being here, of course.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. Like, always a pleasure, never a chore. That's what I say, man. You know,
Nice.
forever grateful and all of that. Because I don't take none of this shit for granted, to be honest. But yeah, live match reaction after the game. I always do my match reactions. New Year, I will start putting out more content, but you know, we've got 9 games coming up, so it's still regular, but I want to push it to the next level, something that this manager refuses to do, you know, unless his job's on the line. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, I'm sure you'll see me on other channels as well, including this. And make sure you like and subscribe to Rashid and everyone on this panel. Big up the world-class level chat.
Legends.
Back once again for the Renegade Master.
Yeah.
Try and enjoy the game. I'm going to try to, and hopefully we get a 90-minute performance, and then we will see, as Normski put it, Wagwan at full time.
Exactly.
So we will have to see.
More than you believe, guys. More than you believe.
We're in the tunnel.
What do you believe?
We're in the tunnel. Where's Emmy? Where's Emmy?
Hey, listen, 100%, man. Thank you for being here. Hey, chat. Before you leave and go over to Lee's stream, like and subscribe to every one of these guys, to myself as well. And yeah, we'll see you soon. So 1 hour and a half before every game, I will be live. And yeah,
views.
Come on, you Gunners. Let's go.
That's
Rashid Vader.